Before you scroll to the next video, let's be real for a second. Are you one of those people who thinks sustainability is great, but not my problem? Like, I'm just trying to make a living. I don't have time to hug trees. Yeah? Okay, hear me out for just a few minutes. I'm Jen, and this is Root and Dribble, where we break down big sustainability ideas into bite sized, no BS episodes for busy people like you and me. I get it. You might be thinking, well, this sounds nice and all, but I'm not a business tycoon. I'm just doing my job. But that is exactly why this conversation matters. Sustainability isn't a job title, it's a mindset. And that mindset, it has to exist at every level. Let's say you're a freelancer. You don't need a full blown environmental report to realize that using digital contracts or cutting wasteful revision saves both time and trees. You become more efficient and you stand out. Or maybe you're in HR. You can push for remote work policies, greener office habits, or include sustainability in your onboarding. In finance, you see the bills, so you know where energy is being wasted. In operations, you see the systems that need fixing. And in sales, you know your customers are asking more about company values than price. You don't need to be the CEO to make a change, but the choices you make can influence the culture. And if you are a business owner, even greater. You've got even more control. Sustainable packaging, ethical sourcing, cleaner operations. These aren't nice to haves anymore. They are competitive advantages. Sustainability isn't reserved for the rich and famous. It's for anyone who wants to do better in a system that badly needs it. Let's zoom in on our reality here in the Philippines. This isn't a distant global issue. This is right here, outside your window. We are officially one of the most climate vulnerable countries in the world. That means floods, droughts, extreme heat, crop loss, power interruptions. And we don't need a UN report to know it. We live it. You've probably had a commute ruined because a storm hit again, or your water got cut without warning, or you noticed grocery prices creeping up and nobody could really explain why. But deep down, we all know nature is fighting back, and we're not prepared. But here's the part we don't hear enough about. We're also one of the most resilient, creative countries out there. Filipinos are problem solvers. We make do, we make things better, and we make it work with whatever we have. And right now, the doors are starting to open. Government grants for green innovation. Yes, even for small businesses and community projects. So ST, DNR, and even the LGUs now offer programs that support solar installations, upcycling projects, urban farming, ecotourism ideas. You just need to ask. Start with your local barangay or DTI. They want more Filipinos building green solutions. Investors are now asking, where's your ESG? ESG, that's environmental, social, and governance. Used to be something for big corporations, but now, even startup investors and small banks are looking at sustainability practices before they say yes. They ask, do you pay fair wages? Do you manage waste? Do you measure your impact? Because they know a business that plans for the future is a business that lasts. Filipino consumers are calling out greenwashing. Have you ever seen a product that says eco-friendly, but then it's wrapped in 4 layers of plastic? Or a company that plants trees, but pollutes the river down the street? More and more Filipinos, especially Gen Z and millennials, are no longer falling for the buzzwords. We ask for receipts. We demand better. We support brands that mean what they say. If you're building a brand, that's your edge. Be real, be transparent, and people will choose you. Local heroes are already doing it. Solar power moves in Quezon City schools. So like in Quezon City, they've started installing solar panels on public school rooftops. They aim for 50 schools in total. That means clean energy, fewer brownouts, and big savings, over 146,000 kilowatts per hour per year and 88 tons of carbon dioxide prevented per school. Sari-sari stores earn from recyclables. Thousands of sari-sari stores in Metro Manila now take in empty PET bottles and cans for recycling thanks to a beverage brand's Trash to Cash Back program. Owners can now earn cash or product rewards by collecting recyclables from their customers. And then we have refill stations and bring your own bottle initiatives. Stores across the Philippines, even convenience shops, are asking customers to bring their own bottles for refills or condiments, oils, detergents, and more. This refill culture cuts down plastic and often saves shoppers money. They didn't wait for permission. They just started. And guess what? Their communities noticed. They got featured in blogs, in local news, and even in grant programs. Because action creates visibility. So no, this isn't about being rich or woke. It's about being ready and staying in business, in your job, in your community when the hard times hit. So let's not ask, should I care? Let's ask, can I really afford not to? Okay, so you get it. Sustainability matters. But let's bring it down to what you can do now. Because whether you're an entrepreneur, a manager, or a rank and file employee, you don't need to wait for a big budget or an executive order to start. Here are things you can do this week that make a real difference. Switch to LED or energy saving settings. Start at home or suggest it at work. Instant savings. Push for a paperless system. Propose digital sign-offs, e-receipts, or scanned documents. Cut single-use waste. Bring your own tumblers or containers. Suggest a discount policy for coworkers who do the same. Talk about it. Start a 10-minute chat at work, post on your group chat, or forward this video to your office mates. Track what gets wasted. Water, paper, food, even just noticing is the first step to fixing. None of these require permission. All of these make you look like someone who pays attention and thinks ahead. Now, let's talk about your job, your career, your livelihood. Here's the truth. Sustainability isn't just about saving trees. It's a career advantage. For freelancers, sustainability helps you stand out. Clients love purpose-driven brands. For corporate employees, understanding ESG can give you leverage in team discussions, project proposals, and who knows, maybe even promotions. And for small business owners, it makes your business more resilient and attractive to partners. For job seekers, more companies are looking for green thinkers. Even basic knowledge gives you an edge. Think of it this way. When you embed sustainability in your work, you're not just helping the planet, you're making yourself future-proof. Your ripple might start small, a suggestion, a question, a new habit, but it adds up. And trust me, people notice. If you're the one who always thinks ahead, if you're the one who asks, pwede pa ba tong ayusin? Then you're not just helping your company. You're building a career that lasts. We call this channel Root and Ripple for a reason. Because real change doesn't start with a trend. It starts with a shift in how we think, speak, and act. That shift, that's the root. And when you keep showing up, even in small ways, that's when the ripple happens. You suggest a greener process at work. It saves time, and others start following. You start using sustainability terms more comfortably. Your teammates take you seriously, and new conversations open up. You ask a better question during a meeting. Suddenly, that project proposal becomes a little more forward-thinking. You don't need a title to lead change. You just need to make the first move and stay consistent. Now, here's your next step. Comment below, what's the one issue at work or in your business or in your community that you wish more people talked about? Is it waste? Is it transparency? Is it burnout or poor planning? Drop it in the comments and maybe we'll pick one and break it down Ripple style. You can also download our free beginner's guide. It's called How to Talk About Sustainability at Work. Inside it, you'll get a simple breakdown of what ESG really means, a friendly phrase book to help you use sustainability terms with clarity and confidence, and reflection prompts so you can start applying what you learn right away. If this gave you something to think about, do these three things. Like this video, subscribe for new grown-up drops every Saturday, and check out our Friendly Footprints channel where we show Mimi and Bobby cartoons every Saturday for the kids. This is Root and Ripple, where clarity grows and change begins. See you next week. Bye!